Your hands are sweating. Your heart is beating fast. You are sitting in a cold waiting room, wearing uncomfortable clothes. You are waiting for the most terrifying moment of your adult life, the job interview. The door opens. A serious person in a suit says your name. You walk in. You sit down. The room feels like a police station. And they are the detectives. They want to find your secrets. They want to find reasons not to hire you. Is this how you feel about interviews? If yes, you have already lost. Before we learn what to say, we need to change how you think. An interview is not an interrogation. An interview is a date, yes, a first date. They are checking you out. But guess what? You are checking them out too. Are they good enough for you? Do their values match yours? When you walk into that room with the mindset of, I need this job desperately, you smell like fear. When you walk in with the mindset of, let's see if we are a good match, you smell like confidence. Today, I am going to be your interview coach. We are going to run a simulation. I will ask you the 5 hardest questions, and I will teach you the formulas to answer them perfectly in English. Welcome to the simulation. Let's begin. The interviewer sits down, looks at your CV for 2 seconds, looks up at you, and asks the laziest question in the world. So, tell me a little bit about yourself. This is a trap. Most people think this is an invitation to tell their life story. Well, I was born in a small town. I have 2 brothers. I love playing guitar and hiking on weekends. Stop. The interviewer does not care about your hobbies. They do not care about your childhood. They are asking, why are you here, and why should I keep listening to you? You need an elevator pitch. A 90-second summary of your professional value. The formula is past plus present plus future. Here is a bad answer. I graduated in 2018 with a degree in marketing. Then I worked at Company X for 2 years doing social media. Then I moved to Company Y and did email marketing. And now I am looking for a new challenge. Boring. Just a list of facts. Here is a winning answer using the formula. Present. Currently, I am a digital marketing specialist with 5 years of experience, specializing in growing social media audiences for tech startups. Past. Before that, I cut my teeth, learned the basics, at a large agency, where I learned how to manage huge budgets under tight deadlines. Future. But now, I am looking to move in-house where I can focus my energy on one brand that I truly believe in. That's why I'm excited to be here today. See the difference? It is professional, targeted, and confident. This is the question everyone hates. What is your biggest weakness? Why do they ask this? Do they want to know if you are lazy? No. They want to know 2 things. Are you self-aware? Do you know your own faults? Are you trying to fix them? The biggest mistake is the fake weakness, the humble brag. Oh, my biggest weakness is that I am a perfectionist. I just care too much. I work too hard. I sometimes forget to go home. Please, do not say this. The interviewer wants to throw up when they hear this. It is dishonest. You need a real weakness, but one that is not critical to the job. And you need a solution. The formula is real weakness plus the fix. Here is an example. Imagine you are applying for a programming job. You don't want to say, I am bad at math. That kills your chances. Instead, say something like this, real weakness. Honestly, public speaking used to be a big struggle for me. I would get very nervous presenting my code to the team. The fix. I realized this was holding me back. So last year, I joined a local Toastmasters club, public speaking group. I have forced myself to give presentations every month. I still get nervous, but now I can manage it effectively. This answer shows humility, self-awareness, and proactive behavior. That is what they want to hire. Now we get technical. These are questions that start with, tell me about a time when. Tell me about a time you failed. Tell me about a time you dealt with a difficult customer. If you don't have a structure, you will ramble. You will talk for 5 minutes and forget the point of the story. You need the S.T.A.R method. This is the gold standard for interviews. S situation. Set the scene. What was the context? Task. What did you need to achieve? What was the problem? Action. What did you do? Not we, but I. This is the most important part. Our result. What happened in the end? Use numbers if possible. Let's try it with, tell me about a time you failed to meet a deadline. In my last job, we were launching a new website for a major client. Task, the deadline was Friday. But on Wednesday, I realized a critical piece of code was broken. It was clear we were going to miss the launch. Action, instead of hiding it, I immediately called the client. I explained the issue clearly, apologized, and proposed a new, realistic timeline of Monday morning. Then, I pulled an all-nighter with my team to fix the code. Result, we launched on Monday. The client was unhappy about the delay, but they appreciated my honesty. Because of that transparency, they signed a renewal contract with us 6 months later. You turned a failure into a story about integrity and hard work. That is a star. The interview is almost over. They close their notebook and say, "Do you have any questions for us?" Do not say, "No, I think you covered everything." This shows zero interest. Do not ask basic questions like, "How much is the salary?" or "How many vacation days do I get?" Save these for later, after they offer you the job. This is your chance to show you are a strategic thinker. Ask questions that show you have researched the company. Try these power questions. What does success look like in this role in the first 90 days? Shows you want to hit the ground running. I read that your company is expanding into the Asian market. How will this role support that expansion? Shows you see the big picture. What is the biggest challenge the team is facing right now? Shows you are a problem solver. When you ask good questions, you stop being the candidate and start being a consultant. We survived the simulation. Remember, an interview is a performance. You need to rehearse. Don't memorize exact scripts, but memorize your bullet points. Memorize your S.T.A.R stories. Before you go to your next interview, let's review the professional vocabulary we used today. Blue Book Vocabulary Break. Word Guide. 1. Proactive, adjective. Definition: creating or controlling a situation by causing something to happen rather than responding to it after it has happened. Example: I took a proactive approach and fixed the issue before the boss noticed. 2. To cut your teeth, idiom. Definition: to acquire initial practice or experience in a particular job or activity. Example: I cut my teeth in journalism working for a small local newspaper. 3. Transparency, noun, business context. Definition: being open and honest about operations and mistakes. Example: clients value transparency when things go wrong. 4. Ramble, verb. Definition: to talk or write at length in a confused or inconsequential way. Example: I was nervous during the interview, so I started to ramble. Prepare your stories. Wear your confidence like a suit. And remember, you are interviewing them too. Good luck. I'm Atlas. Go get that job.